Hello friends, I just wanted to very quickly make a video about 9 reasons why you should not be buying the Sony ZV-1. I have been using this as my primary camera for the last couple months, and I have just had a couple annoyances for things that I just wanted to share with you. I'm just gonna jump straight into it. So the first thing is that the battery life sucks on this camera. Sucks. So if you are going to be getting this camera, I highly recommend that you get extra batteries. It doesn't actually even need to be the Sony brand itself. I will post a link in the description box. You can buy like a pack of 3 or 4 from Amazon for about $50 or so with a charger. That way, when this battery dies out in the camera, you can just pop another one in and continue filming as you regularly would. The second thing is that this camera overheats so quickly. I've actually never experienced technology that overheats as quickly as this one does. I watched a video before purchasing this camera about someone using this camera in Las Vegas heat, and they had the same complaint that they were just walking around doing their regular vlogging and it overheated and shut down on them, and they attributed that to the heat of the climate that they were in. I live in Canada. It is -7 outside right now. Obviously it's not -7 inside of my home, but it still overheats very quickly, and it'll kind of just give you a little warning on the screen for about 2 minutes or so. It'll dim the screen a little bit, and then it'll just say temperature is like too hot, and it'll shut the camera down. Fortunately, it does save whatever you were filming though, so that is good. The third thing is that it is not a USB-C connection. It is the old USB port. I feel like Sony really missed the mark on this one with not including a USB-C type port into this camera. The fourth thing is, this is me personally, and maybe it's because of my lack of experience with photography, but I don't feel like this camera takes very good pictures. Now keep in mind, this camera is not marketed to be a photography camera. It is marketed to be a vlogging camera. I wouldn't use this as my primary camera to take pictures of things. I would actually much prefer to use my iPhone XR with the 4K resolution on before I would use the Sony ZV-1 to take pictures. But filming is great, but the moment I go to take a picture, and specifically like a zoomed in picture on something, is where I mostly see this issue. It just seems off to me. Like I can't get as detailed of a view as I would be able to if I was to use my iPhone XR, which I find a little bit weird, but I mean, it is what it is. The fifth thing is that you cannot add attachments to the lens or like change the lens out with this camera at all. Number 6 is kind of tying in with the last one, is that there's no wide angle lens. There's no wide angle lens. So the view that you get from me right now, that's it. You cannot see past me at all or like anything off to the side at all. This is the view that you're getting, and that's that. The 7th thing is that you can't really use the touchscreen features on this camera as well as I would have liked to have used. So for example, I can click on this screen right now just to focus in for the object or like the face that I'm hoping to focus in on, but I can't click around on the screen and use different options when the camera screen is faced out towards me while I'm filming. I've kind of, at this point, honestly, I've kind of just remembered where certain buttons are on the back and to get to certain settings, but to move the tripod around or kind of like lose the space that you're filming in directly just to play with a few settings that you should be able to just do on the screen here because it's already facing towards you, that kind of sucks as well. Not a deal breaker to me though, but again, I feel like Sony missed the mark on that one. Number 8 is that there is a mic jack, but there is not a headphone jack. I haven't personally found this to be like a huge issue for me. I can connect an external microphone through the mic jack, but if I just wanted to play it back and listen to it with good audio before putting it in on my computer and then listening to it with headphones, I could see how that could be a little bit of a challenge. Finally, the last thing is that there is no flash. So that is that. Anyways, that was just a super quick video. Hopefully you can use whatever ideas I just threw out to you here that are cons to me anyways, and to other people as well, but things that I've just noticed after a couple of months of using this as my primary camera. So hopefully you just take those things into account when you're thinking about purchasing this camera or not. And I'm rushing through speaking because the battery's gonna die already. Again, see you in the next one. Bye.